All right, welcome back to CCA on a Friday night. I'm Drumar, joined here with Lily Gravy Bread, and we're here to commentate Division 6 Undertow Dartfish versus Wet Cod Empire.
I'm very happy to be here and nice to be here with you, Druma. I'm excited to see these two teams play each other, and I know that Wet Cod Empire, rather, they have the potential here to actually take second and make playoffs if they win these games, if they win this set. So that would be pretty exciting.
Yeah, that would be very exciting indeed. I believe this is the week 2 reschedule between both of these teams. So I will probably pull up the week 2 map list right now. Looks like we are going to be starting with Clan Blitz on Museum de Alfonsino. But looking at Undertow Dartfish's stats, during CCA they did, I believe, go. I believe it was 1-3. Yes, they went 1-4 against Moravian Cyber Squids, 2-4 against WVU, 4-1 taking a set against Clark University, but going down 2-4 against Octo Gales. This team is no longer in playoff contention, I believe, but it's still is going to be very exciting to see them play tonight.
Absolutely, and having having a clams match come first, I reckon would be really interesting. Especially, I personally love clam blitz. It's probably one of my favorite modes. Um, and it's museum. Did you say
Yes, it is Museum on Clan Blitz.
museum on clam blitz? I think is pretty exciting. There are a few different opportunities, a few different routes into the basket. Some of them are a little bit more dangerous, but if you can really get your specials going and coordinate them to make a really strong push, taking the block rather than the ramp, which is probably the more safe option, can create a bit of a surprise attack. I think, especially if you want to get a strong early lead around that side.
Yeah, totally. It's going to be very interesting to see what both these teams are capable of. But looking at Woodcott Empire's stats, they are 2-2 for the season, winning a Game 7 in Week 3 against Octave Gales, but going down 2-4 against Marine Cyber Squids in Week 4. Looking at all their teams' KAD uh, are under 1.0. However, like we reiterated, Westcott Empire, if they are to win this set, they take second place in the group and are in the playoffs confirmed, and that's what's really exciting about this set.
That is, and when they do go into the playoffs, that is going to be a really that would be a particularly high rank for them. I reckon it'll be very exciting to see that. I think. When will the playoffs be happening? By the way.
I believe playoffs do start, semifinals start next week, I believe. So this upcoming Monday is when teams will start playing their first semifinal set to eventually start the finals bracket, which I believe grand finals for each division will take place on the weekend of 22nd of this month. So it's going to be very exciting to see which teams make it all the way to grand finals for their division.
Yeah, I'm super hyped for this. Super hyped.
Alright, and I believe teams are getting ready right now, but we are looking at the week 2 map list right now, starting off with Clarence. So like we reiterated, going into game 2 with splat zones on map on you've pretty much seen this in every single you may ever watch. It's just a fan favorite from Splatoon 2. Everyone loves it. I haven't heard of a single person that hates this map mode.
I love it. I love it. I think the shape of the zone being a little bit different, allowing you to really take control of it once you get control of those two stacks, especially, I think is pretty crucial. Game 3 is tower control on Eel Tower Alley. Now, this one is a bit of a hallway, I think, but should you be able to get that high ground from the bridges from those also the higher grounds on either side of the map as well. You can create some really strong pushes, and also if you can defend successfully, we can see some very exciting turnarounds as well.
Yeah, totally. This map list is um this is a bit of a controversial one. There's some that people may absolutely love. There's some that people may absolutely despise. I'm kind of in the middle. I like some of these. I don't like some of these.
Hmm.
There are definitely worse map lists this season, though. Cough, cough, week 3. Um,
Yeah.
but this is a pretty balanced map list. I feel like the CCA map list as a whole are way better than other tournaments. Like looking at lately, the map lists were just don't even get me started on movies. But teams are readying up right now, and we are going into game 1 as we speak. So it'll be very exciting to see all of these comps from both of these teams.
And we are going right in at the very start. Let's see what they're playing. Let's see.
Oh no, it's taking a little bit long. Alright, but we do see a Flingza, a Forge Throw, and an Octobrush on the side of Undertow. And we do see a Range Blaster on the side of Wet Cod Empire.
We're seeing double junior actually. Both the V
Oh
junior
yeah, I
and
didn't
the
even
C junior
realize
coming out.
that.
These can be really strong, especially in taking up space, providing jumps around to the baskets. Should they be able to run up ahead that far and successfully skirmish and take up that space really aggressively, I think. I think also like having a Hydra is a really strong option on anything, and especially when you can sit up there on those plats and really push out anyone who's trying to push up ahead, getting all those clear sight lines. We see the Hydra getting a pick on the other team, and another one. They're 2 down, 3 down on Undertow Dartfish side.
Yeah, and we did see that brings up an incline on that box, so very strategic play in case we go up on the box. But we do see Woodcon Empire trying to make a push right here as 2 of them go down on Burgess and their push is top. 2 specials are charged on the side of the Dartfish. But let's just see how they're going to be able to defend us, and this captain comes out. Able to get a pick, unable to get the second. Oh, it's a really lucky picks off, but goes down to the Booyah. There are just kills. Just complete. It is a slaughterhouse right now.
It really is, and those Booyahs as well coming out and getting the picks. We saw another trade there and another one going down on Undertow Dartfish's side. It looks like they're really going to have to regroup and recuperate these losses.
Yeah, and both teams are at even playing field right now in terms of clan economy and members alive. We do see a special charge of Big Bubbler charged by Wet Cod Empire Junior as 2 go down on Undertow, 3 go down on Undertow. And it looks like White Cloud Empire is just going to push this in all the way for a score, and they will. And of course the bubble right after it. And are they going to be able to get any more clams in? They do have 9 to their disposal, and they are going to get a few in, getting all the way down to 68 as 2 go down on both teams.
And that bubble really made it safer briefly just for that moment, so that Wet Cod Empire could push their way in a little bit. Unfortunately, they couldn't get that last clam in there, and they do go down. It looks like as they're trying to regroup, they're picking up clams again, trying to get ready to make another push. 2 are down on Undertow Dartfish. Also, Wet Cod Empire actually has their Booyah ready. Let's see what we can do with this.
Yeah, Wet Cod Empire also has a very strong clan economy going 18 to 2 right now. And they're just going to use that Booyah bomb to get 2 picks from the Hydra. They're able to score, but 3 go down. Doesn't look like they're going to get any more out of this, but no, they will. I think that's the junior. They're able to get all the way down to 46.
It really is those very impressive bubble placements. Also, those Booyah bombs getting those 2 picks, I think that really secured them being able to push up ahead and make those numbers really go down.
Yeah, that was an incredible push on the side of Wet Cod. And the missiles do come out from the Flingza. They're able to put pressure on 2 teammates right now, unable to get a pick from them. They do also have clan economy right now, and right now as 2 go down on the side. Let's just see what both these teams.
It looks like those missiles did manage to give them a bit of extra space, and there's Booyah bombs coming out, also pushing those 2 players there ahead a little bit more. We see the specials coming out to try and take those spaces. They managed to get 2 picks. Looks like they're going to be able to get some more clams and hopefully recover that mid in order to push up further ahead.
Yeah, we do see a junior on the side of Undertow trying to shark from behind, I believe. Yeah, they are trying to push from behind, trying to get a flank off It doesn't look like they noticed him yet. No, they go for push. They're unable to get that pick. They do get that pick on that range blaster, and they're able to stop that push. But Westcott Empire got all the way down to 18 before you even blinked. Didn't even realize. As 3 of them go down.
Yeah, this game is really flying by so fast. Every single push I've seen has been extremely well coordinated. In terms of getting the boot and getting the bubble in, being able to make space for themselves, even as the players go down at the same time. Wow, 3 go down just there. Did you see that?
Was that 3 to 1 bomb? That was incredible. Okay, I guess 3 go down to 1 bomb. Grifcaster tries to get a push in, but they're unable to. Sorry, that was an incredible splash bomb on the side of Westcott Empire. Able to get 3 teammates on 1 bomb. Honestly, I wish we watched that POV, but it is what it is. Westcott Empire is playing great defense right now to go down on the side of Undertow, Dartfish, and they are able to take game 1.
What an incredible game 1. I really loved seeing the way they were able to coordinate those specials, making those really impressive pushes, even as they were going down. I think that was a real highlight for me.
Yeah, and their team comp pretty much led to their victory, having a great backline in that Hydra and a great skirmish in that range blaster, as well as great slayers in both versions of the Sluttershot Junior. Just great chemistry on both sides, but we see the Octobrush right here in the replay, trying to get a double pick, but it's only able to get 1, as the range blaster drops to the Booyah right after that. And we see the teammates of Westcott Empire trying to get a push in right now, and we see 3 of them go down as they start this push right here to start the game at 3 minutes. And they are
providing a jump as well right before the bubble comes out.
Yes, the perfect bubble to just get teammates in with that jump and just able to get more clams in as far as they can. Only getting to 68 though. But we see them start this second push right here with that Booyah bomb. Just able to just clear it out, just get 1 and 2 picks and just getting an easy score and just dropping it down even more.
Absolutely. I think on Clan Blitz, especially with how fast it can go in Splatoon 3, getting a lead of 68 early in the game is still a little bit sketchy. You kind of want the numbers to be lower than that, but they were able to push it down pretty successfully every single time they made those pushes, which was great to see.
Yeah, and we saw them lock out all 3 teammates right there, and I think we're gonna look back at that splat bomb kill as 3 of them try to push up the ramp on the side of Undertow. Dartfish throws a splat bomb, and 3 of them go down immediately. That is ridiculous. I probably would have lost my mind if we saw the POV of that, but yeah. I know the side of Westcott Empire was screaming in their comms. I just have to believe. Because that you don't see that. You don't see that often. You don't see that like almost ever. If they got that quad, I would have probably popped off myself. But we are going into game 2 to spot some back on map, which we previously started to talk about. The zone being in a plus shape is actually pretty good for most maps. But the crucial part about winning this game mode is getting control of both plats is pretty much key. So if you have control of the enemy plat, you can get an easy lockout for the enemy team, and it is very difficult to push back in and recap.
It is, and being able to paint up ahead, being able to coordinate your specials will probably be, I suspect we'll probably be seeing some displacement and painting specials, especially Tri-Strike, being able to attempt to push back in if a team starts to get a bit locked out there. It'll be great to see perhaps some of that kind of defensive playstyle in this situation. We'll see who manages to take those 2 stacks as well, because those are, as you said, those are crucial to being able to secure the zone.
Yeah, totally, but it does look like on the side of Westcott Empire, they are doing a swap in for their players, but it does look like they should be done with it right about now. That's around 3 minutes ago. So we should be getting into game 2 right here very soon. But yeah, and it looks like the teams are readying up right now. If I can see correctly, yes, they are. They are just about to finish their picks for their weapons right now. So yeah, we are about to start. Just waiting on the last member of Undertow Dartfish right here.
I'm excited to see what they've got up their sleeves.
Yeah, it's gonna be very exciting, especially on one of the most popular map modes in this game.
hmm Here we
And
go. So it looks like what have we got coming out?
do you
We
see a
see the
pretty
ink rush
familiar?
coming. We see a splash,
Yeah, we do see
Hydra of course,
we see a
and
lot of
also
changes on both teams. We do see a splash coming out of Undertow Dartfish as well as a Tri-Stringer. We also see a vanilla dually squelchers on the side of Westcott Empire. Just trying to get Wavebreaker is very strong on this map, so I guess what they were going for. As well as the double Booyah Bomb from the Slosh Machine and the Hydra. The Slosh Machine goes down, and as the Octobrush on Undertow Dartfish gets a great double on the Hydra and the Slosh Machine. And they are just gonna take right now. They have both flats right now, and they are just going to stall out Westcott Empire as much as they can.
And we can see the sloshing machine here. In order to really take back those stats, I like that you have a sloshing machine on Wetcod Empire's side, because being able to really get some chip damage, get some kills above those stacks is going to help them be able to push back in. Unfortunately, it looks like 3 down still. They haven't been able to recuperate those flats just yet, those 2 stacks there, but they are making a valiant effort.
Yeah, Undertow Dartfish has already gotten into 30-point territory, all the way dropping into the 20s. Westcott Empire has to get a push going, but the Flames will get a great hit on that Hydra right there. Westcott Empire has to make a play and has to make it through the go down. They just keep falling one by one, and Undertow Dartfish is going to get a clean 100-0 knockout in the first probably, what was that, a minute and a half?
That was so fast. I felt like if you blinked, you would have missed so much.
If you
I'd love to see, yeah.
if you stopped after right before game 2 started to go take a bathroom break, you would have came back and that game would have already been over. That was a dominating match by Undertow Dartfish, just
It really was.
completely stalling out Westcott Empire, not even letting them get a lick of that zone at all. That was
Yeah.
absolutely incredible. But we are going to be going to game 3 on Tower Control Eeltow Alley. So, Lily, what do you want
What
to
do we expect on? Yeah, what do we expect to see on Eeltow Alley? I know it is a bit of a hallway. We can get some really strong backlines on here as well.
I could definitely see that on the side of Westcott Empire, bring out that range blaster again, especially on a very just hallway-like map.
Absolutely.
Range blaster is actually my pick for tower control most of the time, so just being able to just take picks off the tower and just get a lot of picks all together, especially on this map and this mode, is very crucial. After seeing that dominating match on the side of Undertow Dartfish, I could just see them sticking completely with what they have and not changing a single thing, and they would probably be a-okay. But
I
what do you
reckon
think?
so too. I'd love to see, as you said, a bit of range blaster. Range, I think, is pretty good in terms of being able to apply pressure to the 2 bridges that we see, and also to that to whoever's riding the tower as well.
Yeah, totally. And it doesn't, at the moment, it does not look like either team will be doing a switch out. Lily, I'm just gonna ask you a quick question. What is your favorite map mode combo in the game?
My favorite map mode, okay, this can be a little bit controversial. I do love Clam Blitz on Mahi Resort, but Inkblot Art Academy I feel is, for clams, perhaps a little bit more even. And I'm excited for that game to come up later as well. But
Yeah,
here we go, we're going
it's
into this game. Let's see what we've got.
We do see an E-leader and a 96 decal on the side of Dartfish, and we do see that range blaster come out again on the side of Westcott Empire. I love
96 with the Kraken.
Yeah,
96 with the Kraken could be pretty good on the tower, even post nerf. There is quite a lot of knockback now against Kraken with a bit of counter play, which is so good to see, so you can't exactly cheese it. It looks like we're 2 down, 3 down on Wetcod Empire. It looks like they're gonna have to try and recuperate from that. These were some really quick early picks.
Yeah, totally. Undertow Dartfish, that Octobrush is able to get a ton of picks just to stall out Westcott Empire to try to get and catch that first checkpoint. And the Flingza gets an amazing pick, but sadly goes down. Undertow Dartfish has got to 75 right here, and it doesn't. I think going to be able to push it a little bit further. They are able to get it to 72. That usually is a setup on middle plat for the range buster, and they go down. And a great pick by that E-leader.
That was fantastic. It looks like they're going to be trying to just keep control of this tower, keep control of the map up ahead as well. This tower is really just pushing forward, checkpoint after checkpoint at this moment.
Yeah, Undertow Dartfish has gotten it all the way to 28, but it looks like Wetcott Empire right now has possession, pushing it back a little bit. And so the E-leader able to get a great pick on the side of Undertow Dartfish.
It is going back bit by bit. Oh, it looks like the leader goes down to the brush.
Yeah, the Octobrush gets a great point able to get two down. We see a struggle for the tower, the Flingza and the Bubble, and the Junior. But it looks like the Bubble doesn't have control of the Flingza runs out of Inks at the last moment.
That was a very good, I think, opportunity to retake the tower there, especially with that Bubble really making it difficult for that Flingza to really get a pick or do anything about that.
Yeah, I'm watching this right now. The E-leader on the side of Undertow Dartfish looks to be taking a very aggressive positioning, just being on that middle platform instead of up on that bridge. Not really sure how that potentially works out, like where to get the through, but that puts a lot of pressure on them. Eventually, you see the Kraken just dominating the side of Wetcott Empire, just able to get two down and able to get a third here.
Yeah, I'd love to see Wetcott Empire to be able to really apply some pressure or do something about this E-leader. This is something that this is one player they're really going to have to try and take down in order to retake the tower. They've only managed to push forward 1 point. It does look like the E-leader was the only person alive on Undertow Dartfish just for a moment there. And this is going to be, with the Bubble and Tower, this is going to be Wetcott Empire's opportunity to go for that second checkpoint.
Oh, and you see a great double kill by the side. That is a wipeout by Wetcott Empire. We saw the Vanilla Junior able to get a great double kill on the E-leader as well as I believe that was the Octobrush. And Wetcott Empire takes the lead, and they're just trying to dwindle down the checkpoint. They get past checkpoint 3. Are they going to be able to get a KO here? They might be able to. They get the 3-2-1, and that is a knockout by Wetcott Empire, taking game 3, going up 2-1.
Wow, that was really amazing how they were able to really take back that lead, actually overtake and get that knockout win. I didn't expect that. It was having to deal with that E-leader, especially in that very forward placement for an E-leader on this map. That was really interesting, I think.
Yeah, Undertow Dartfish got to a great first 2 minutes of this match, getting all the way back to 28. We've seen E-leader on an aggressive positioning right here, having to retreat a little bit by that range buster, but able to get a pick on that bridge. Undertow Dartfish was able to get all the way to 28 at the start of this match in a straight push, but Wetcott Empire just took their time, able to neutralize all the way into zone, having to get the picks they need to, and able to get a straight 100-0 push to be able to take game 3.
Yeah, they really had a lot of patience, especially being able to recuperate the point losses at the start, and in order to find that perfect opportunity just to go right ahead with the tower. That was amazing. We can see those 2 picks going down there. That was amazing. And that wipeout, I thought that wipeout was the one thing more than anything that really helped them secure that win.
Yeah, totally. And it looks like on the side of Wetcott Empire, they are going to be switching again to another teammate. But game 4 is definitely going to be an interesting one. I believe this is going to be Rainmaker. Yes, Rainmaker on Mincemeat Metalworks. One of the most hated maps, if not only in Splatoon 3 and Splatoon history.
Absolutely.
On Rainmaker, this is a very weird map because the Rainmaker starts on a grate. So...
It is. The Rainmaker pop is probably the least important Rainmaker pop out of any Rainmaker map, I think. Because the position on the grates, once you've popped it, you're putting yourself out in the open to get splattered from anyone who has control over the two trucks or even from underneath.
Yeah, definitely on this map when combo, I typically do see whenever I watch this mode replay it or whenever I play it myself, I typically do see teams tend to go for the right checkpoint and just try to get
Yeah.
the around KO.
Mm.
But sometimes if you're lucky and able to get like a knockout, you can go for that left side, which isn't really as common, especially because it is just as difficult.
It
If not
is.
even
And
more
you're
than.
so exposed up there. Not only are you so exposed, but also, well, you can't swim across the grates. You have to walk that.
Yeah, definitely. So it's going to be very interesting to see what teams try to strategize on this map, especially even with weapon combos. It's going to be very interesting to see what teams decide to play for each of these matches. I typically don't see range blasters on Rainmaker that much, but on a map like Mincemeat, I could definitely see blasters being very good on this. I could definitely see the E-leader come back. I believe there's
Someone
a
in
leader
chat
on
is
side.
someone in chat is curious about whether Try Nouveau for Cooler might come out for Rainmaker.
Oh, yeah.
Getting those movement abilities could be really, really useful in making that first and even second checkpoint, I think.
Yeah, Cooler is definitely very strong on Rainmaker. The only downside is if you're a teammate and you're trying to shark to try to get a pick or two, you're completely exposed if you have that Cooler equipped. So it's definitely going to be very interesting to see if any of these teams decide to run a Cooler comp at all. But I'm definitely excited to see what both these teams are able to push off. Rainmaker on Mincemeat, in my opinion, is way better than Clamblitz on Mincemeat.
Oh yeah,
Clamblitz on
Clam
Mincemeat.
Blitz. Have you ever had one of those 8-minute games of
Yep,
Clam
I've had it
Blitz?
before. I have lost an 8-minute match to being on Bravo team. It's
Mm-hmm.
not fun to anyone who hasn't played it. And if you haven't played it, you're lucky. Just avoid it at all costs. But it does look like on the side of Icon Empire, they are having some controller connection issues, so it's going to take a little bit longer for both these teams to get started. But out of all 7 of these map movement combos, Lily, what's your least favorite out of these 7?
Okay, my least favorite. Okay, that's an interesting question. I haven't
There's,
really
there's
thought
a
about
correct,
it.
there,
Yeah,
there's a correct
there's a
answer.
correct. Okay,
There's
the
a correct
correct answer. I reckon. Actually, you know what? For me personally, probably Rainmaker Mincemeat or Tower Control Eel Tail. I'm not quite sure out of those two. Maybe the Mincemeat because it is Mincemeat. But let's see what they're able to do here. I'm curious to know also what your favorite and least favorite on this set is in terms of the map modes.
Off the back on these, definitely least favorite on this set. For me, it's kind of a hot take. I know this is, kind of. If I've seen competitive, players like rank tier list, they definitely rank this one high. Zone's Maki is one of my least favorite map players. But we
Oh,
are
it's
going
tough.
to get
It's so
started
small.
in Rainmaker on Mincemeat. And the starting screen has always been taking so long, just taking their time for no reason. But we do see the Octobrush, of course, coming out on both sides. A pretty similar comp we see on Undertow Dartfish. But we do see the Range Blaster come back out on the side of Wetcon Empire.
The 96 Deco as well.
And I'm just realizing Wetcon Empire has an Octobrush of their own now.
Oh,
They brought
this will
out
be
a-
interesting. This will be so interesting. Looks
we got
like managed to get a pop.
Yeah, we have an Octobrush Ditto on both sides. Undertow Dartfish seems like they are just combining some of their comps that they have in the previous games, bringing a stringer from one game and then 96 Ditto from another. They aren't able to get the first pick, but are sadly stuck at 6 and 7.
Yeah, they didn't manage to make it all the way to that first checkpoint. If they had a little bit more zone control, a little bit more support, they could have probably made that. It looks like we see the whale come out and that pop painting up the area around the checkpoint as well. But who will be able to pick up that Rainmaker? Will they be able to pick it up, or is it going to be dead here?
And the Undertow Dartfish just off that crack and trying to get a pick, and as of now, they're not able to. They sadly missed their picks and they go down to that Range Blaster. I'm just now noticing both these teams really don't have that much paint on both of their comps. The most paint I'd say on this side of Empire could be that Octopus or that Soft Machine. While Undertow Empire has that thing zone. So it is actually the whole thing. They will keep the fight
Mm.
it. You see the
We
tentacles
also
will
we
come
did
out.
see a
That is a
wipeout right
wipe.
there.
Yeah, that is a wipe. I was just talking to myself and they get a wipe out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So it looks like
It might actually come down to like being able to get as many picks as possible to push ahead rather than getting all the ink on the map.
yeah, that's pretty faithful. That CD Zipcaster comes out on that side as well. They're able to get a great trade as we go down on Undertow Dartfish. But looks like Westcott Empire is just gonna try to get that checkpoint. They are able to get the lead and are able to break through that checkpoint. The three of them are down.
That was a very impressive move right there. It looks like we're gonna have this third checkpoint. It looks like they're picking up the Rainmaker, actually trying to push it back a little, trying to gain control, getting some picks on the truck right there. And also in mid, seeing how much they can actually see with the Rainmaker, with some support also from our Tri-Stringer and 90 sticks.
Yeah,
Are they able to get through?
out of all 8 of these weapons, the most key is the Rainmaker probably. So it's going to be very interesting to see up here on top alongside Westcott Empire. That Slaughter trying to pick off that Rainmaker, but unable to go down. And Undertow Dartfish just seems to just be stalling until they're able to get like this first thing. And you see that Bound come out and take down 2.
Including the Rainmaker carry. Actually, the Rainmaker was holding on for so long right before. Oh, they managed that Hush managed to almost get a pick, but also go down right there with the trade, and they take the checkpoint. They still have one more point to get in order to take lead though.
Yeah, no, it's like Westcott Empire is just going to. Oh, they do grab. I was going to say that it looks like they're going to reset the action for a second. Up in there onto that head. Do the Kraken come out on other side? It's not even focusing the Rainmaker at all, but they do end up getting a pick.
And they don't go down either. The Rainmaker goes down.
Yeah. We also receiving missiles come out, just able to target 3 of the enemies of Westcott Empire. Unable, doesn't look like they're able to get a pick in. Actually, they do, and they get a triple! And they're still not able to get lead. That's what cut
Oh, that was so close.
They finally get lead after getting another pop, but 2 of them go down.
Wow,
that was a great triple kill on the side of
I haven't seen that in a long time. But that was exciting to see them be able to actually get that and go up ahead even further, even though they did go down.
Yeah, we do see both these teams pretty much playing in mid right now. Westcott Empire just has to regroup and eventually get a 3 of them go down, and that is a delayed wipe. Undertow Dartfish is just taking complete control of this match, trying to get as many picks as they can. They are back in the. Are they going the wrong way? They're going up on the. Okay, they're going
Looks
up.
Like they
on
might
the
be trying to get some control over the other stack. They see the Hydra there, really pressuring the Rainmaker carrier. So maybe they're cooking. Maybe they're really cooking here. Maybe they're trying to hold that
all the way up towards the enemy checkpoint, and they do go down, giving Westcott Empire a great positioning to try to get a push back. But they do grab the Rainmaker, and they're back all the way. And they reset it. Okay.
They reset it. It looks like they reset it to try and hold that lead.
Top right here, and they get the
do go into overtime.
They're gonna be able to get the. They are surrounded by Undertow Dartfish, and Undertow Dartfish before tying up the set at 2.
2-2. 2 games on both teams.
Alright, going to be very interesting to see how the rest of the set goes. Undertow Dartfish able to get a great push to eventually take game 4. Westcott Empire right now, you just have to take this one game at a time, because I believe your playoff chances are on the line in these next 3 games. Sorry. So Westcott Empire again just has to take their time, just take this one game at a time, and just able to get 4 wins and just able to make playoffs.
Yeah, it looks like, especially in that game, it could have gone either way. It really could have gone either way, and all of these games really have. I've not been able to predict who would win.
Yeah,
so I'm on the edge of my seat throughout all of these games actually.
Yeah, and we do see that Blue up on top, able to get 2 on top of that almost top Kraken right there. We see the Zipcaster trying to make a play. They get a trade with that other Octo Rush, as Undertow Dartfish right now is able to get the check right there. But we do see right here, we see Red Hot Empire go down with that Rainmaker, as well as getting 3 picks as the kind of missiles pop out. And they are, this is the push where they are able to get lead, they are able to get 1 pick with those missiles, I believe, with that Rainmaker.
That
they
triple.
are able to get, they get 3. Rainmaker gets 3 with 1. I believe that was 2 shots of the Rainmaker, able to get 3 kills. So that
amazing,
was impressive in its own right. But
that was.
We are resetting back to Clan Blitz on Inkblot Art Academy.
One of my personal favorites.
One of my
It
top.
is...
This is my top 5. This is my top 5.
Oh really? Oh, fantastic!
Yes.
I love this. I love this.
This is a great map mode combo, especially one of the most fun parts about this map mode combo is seeing if teams that are able to take enemy bats and able to get a flank off, and able to get some points. That is definitely the most crucial part, being able to keep control of your bats area.
Oh yeah, and I think at lower level play, if someone sneaks up on you from those bats, it can be so hard to really try and push back in and regain control. But at this level, I expect that they're gonna have a sharp eye, a keen eye out for what's going to be happening on those bats as well. It can take a little while actually to make some pushes up and open up those baskets. However, do we reckon we might see a similar comp from the first Clan Blitz game? They did have double junior.
Maybe we could see that, but I am reading through stream information. It does look like we are going to. They're gonna start the match, but they're gonna have to stop it really quickly. Maybe with a team mix-up or something, or someone didn't switch out. But I am definitely interested to see what both of these teams are able to bring out. Seeing that double junior would be very cool again. But I really don't know. It's anyone's game what each team decides to pick up. Div 6 is towards the lower part of CCA. So the lower you go, the more, I guess we'll say, off-meta comps you'll actually see. So either team could probably bring it out. Hell, maybe we'll see an undercover Bella come out. We don't know. But definitely really excited to watch this match.
Oh, for sure. I know that in like Clan Blitz, my experience playing Clan Blitz, especially this season, Kraken can be pretty powerful. I have played, now this was pre-Kraken nerf. This was before the knockback things were happening. I played I think, which one was it? It was like Minnow Cup Clan Blitz. There were some games I played there where if a team had like really practices coordinating some Kraken pushes, that can be super powerful. And we did see some amazing Kraken plays going for those picks in the previous game on Rainmaker. Really devious, really devious and distracting Kraken gameplay. So it'd be interesting to see if we see more again.
Yeah, but Kraken, like you said, did get that Clan Blitz nerf. They do drop all their clans once they pop a Kraken. Which,
that is true.
I mean, that's something, but you can still jump to it right under the basket. So, is it really that big of a change? I mean, sure.
We'll have to wait and see.
That's a minus. That could be minus power clamp, but
that's true. Like if you can push a Kraken under the basket and provide those jumps for your team, that can be a big push. That could be almost like a game-winning push right there.
That's pretty much how every single Clan Blitz since Fresh Season came out has been.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it. I played week 5 was it week 5? It might have been week 5, week 4. We played against a team that it was week 4. Their whole Clan Blitz mentality was get clan economy, pop Kraken, go under basket, jump, get points. And they just repeated and repeated and repeated. They took the first clan game against us, but we figured out what they were trying to do. And we're like, all right, if you see that Kraken roller with their special charge,
you go for the kill.
Go for the
kill. Go for that pick. You gotta go for that pick.
You call it out, you go for the kill. So I could definitely see a 96 coming out on Undertow Dartfish. but we do not actually see an 96
Oh,
death on
wow.
this
Okay,
match. We don't see.
interesting.
There is no Kraken in this match. That
We do have a
whole
bubble.
we do have bubble though, but that whole 3 minutes of us talking about Kraken and Claimless does not even matter now, as we see both comps on either side. We see a T-Tech on either side. First time we've seen that weapon this. We again see the Octobrush Ditto on both sides. Drager does come out again as well, and we see that Eugene with that bubble inside of Red Hot Empire.
It looks like Red Hot Empire are really painting up mid here, trying to gain as much turf control as they possibly can, even coming out with the tri-strikes with 2 go down on Undertow Dartfish. This could be their first push if they manage to pull this off.
Yeah, but they don't. They have that much of Xanum County going. They only have 9 clans to their name. Are they able to get that one in? They are able to get that one in, and Red Hot Empire is going to start an early push. They don't have any more clans, however, as 3 of them go down. But it looks like that push is now down, getting all the way to 65.
65 isn't a big push.
It's not a big push, not definitely what we're going for, but it is a start. You're not gonna say.
It's a start. We can see this Hydra really trying to pressure the stacks there, and really pushing up ahead as well to create a little bit more space for their team.
Yeah, and we do see, we see 1 go down, 2 go down on the side of Undertow Dartfish, as Westcott Empire does pop that blue bomb as well, trying to get a push going as 2 more go down. They are able to get another push going right here, able to drop it to 62, getting into the 50s. But again, they don't have any more clans, it doesn't look like. They only have 4. Are they going to be able to get any more clans? They aren't. And
now we can see the Octobrush
much
going
power.
down to the Octobrush, almost like as if they were looking for more clams right there.
How did that Octobrush not die to that Autobomb? What? Okay. I guess that happened, but
I guess.
Sure, that's how it works, I guess. But you do see both Octobrush do have their zip pops, and one of them pops it right here on the side. I believe that's what's on that part. And they are just zipping all the way around, able to get that Flingza.
Creating a distraction and
That was
right there.
As 2 go down and Undertow Dartfish just starts to respawn. They do have that power climb, however, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do anything with it as 3 of them go down right here. But what kind of Empire doesn't really have that many. They don't have that many. But wait, it looks like Undertow Dartfish is going to go for a push right here.
They're going for a push.
They're able to
solo
get
push.
it.
While Red Hot Empire was distracted around the other basket and looking for clams, it looks like Undertow Dartfish managed to make their first pick halfway through the game, bringing the score down just a little bit further. Are they able to get lead?
It doesn't look like this as they lose all of their clams right here. They're able to get it to 74, which isn't that big of a push. It's not that big of a push either. Both these teams taking very small pushes, just trying to dwindle it a little by instead of going for 1 or 2. But you see a jump all the way to the T-Tac by that Westerner. Honestly, you typically don't see teammates jump to each other in matches. Typically, if you're jumping either into after respawning or jumping back to base. So seeing them jump to a teammate it's not very common.
It isn't, but they managed to pull it off, and that movement could be really helpful for them, especially when they were trying to navigate that wobble. They didn't have a lot of things in their favor. Looks like Undertow Dartfish attempt to go for another push there, but will they get it in?
That one? Oh
No.
no!
That was a close one.
They do see the Octobrush trying to go in. They are able to get 1 pick, but they go down as well. And that outplane is just down as 2 are down on the side of the Dartfish. Both these teams are.
1 minute left.
It is a pretty neutral match right now. This could be anything. What kind of Empire does have the lead in 59-74? We can see the tri-strike powered by Red Hot Empire trying to get this push going. As we see the opposite right on the side of Undertow Dartfish as well. To get Octobrush trying to get up to the unable to. And out of nowhere, Undertow Dartfish just takes out 3 as they're discussing. And
This could be a game-winning push if they manage to work together, get a power climb into the basket.
yeah, it doesn't look like any teams really have plans there. The plan is only 7-6. So no team has really been able to get that much of a Planet on this entire match. But we do see Zipcaster trying to be a distraction for the side of Undertow Dartfish. And a distraction they are. We see a jump into mid as the Hydra does get a great pick. No teams really have a power climb right now, and this might actually just be game for Westcott Empire. But overtime does have as
They managed to have
go
a power
down.
climb over there. Are they able to do anything with it? It looks like they jump back.
It looks like this is going to be game in Westcott Empire's favor, unless they're able to get a push in these last few seconds as the timer starts to dwindle down.
Oh,
And that
they
is
ran
game
into that
Undertow.
1v3 at the very end.
And Westcott Empire takes game 5, and it is now match point.
What an exciting game that was. Even with those small pushes, I was like, oh, who's gonna win this? Who's gonna get that game-winning push? It looks like they managed to hold off though, with Westcott Empire taking that win for themselves.
Yeah, the entire set was pretty neutral all the way in mid, only getting small pushes. Not really being able to get one giant push with like 20 clams. But we do see the first push right here is to go down on Undertow Dartfish. And Westcott Empire just able to get a little bit more clams, able to get all the way down to 65 as 3 of them go down. But we do see another push as Westcott Empire, gets to 59. But we just see the T-Tac on the side of Undertow Dartfish just make a break for it, and they're able to score right there. And that was actually a great push by the T-Tech, just completely ignoring everything that was going on. Having trust in their teammates,
the rest of their team getting those picks while they push up ahead, completely safe, completely free of any danger, right into the enemy territory there.
Yeah, that was very good. But we are going to be going to game 6, Splat Zones on Mahi Mahi. Ew.
Now,
but
this is a controversial one.
Yes, this is one of my least favorites in this game.
This one is this map mode I find like is
it's complete snowball heavy. It's spawn camp heavy.
You're saying it like it is.
Yep, that's exactly
and I love
just that's how Mahi works. It's just complete spawn camp if one team is able to get a giant push. But it does look like Westcott Empire is making another switch out as well. So we will probably be waiting on that. But what can you see out of both of these comps, Lily?
Well, I think that one thing that we're seeing, especially from the special plays with the Zipcasters, with the Krakens, is that they're going for picks. They're going also for a lot of distraction as well. Really disorienting the other team from being able to do anything, to really able to like ignore what those Zipcasters and Krakens are actually doing, which I find really interesting as well.
Yeah, totally. And we do remember that Undertow Dartfish had that dominating spots and Macklemore gameplay just a few games ago, just not even letting Westcott Empire get a lick of that zone. So I could definitely see them bringing out that similar comp with the, I believe they had a splash on that comp. So it'd be very interesting to see how they decide to go with this game. But it looks like both these teams are picking out their weapons right now. So yeah, it's totally up in the air what both these teams are able to choose. Westcott Empire just making tons of picks this entire set, just completely switching out teammates. That is either that could be a very good strategy because Undertow Dartfish may not know what they're trying to run, but it
never
could
let them know your next move.
But yeah, but it could also be a con because there's less synergy between the teammates that are playing 7 straight games than there are with teammates who are making that switch. But we are going to be going into game 6 of Mahi zones. And we do see a ZF Charger come out on the side of Undertow Dartfish. That is a pretty similar con to game 2. And we see the Dually Squelchers on Westcott Empire again.
Well, you have the Octobrush as well, which can give them that Zipcaster that can cause so much chaos for the other team. Let's see who gets this. They get this cap. It looks like it's pretty heavily contested, but Westcott Empire manages to get it first. And they slowly push up ahead, but it looks like they're going down. 3 of them go down to Undertow Dartfish, as Undertow Dartfish takes the zone right there.
Yeah, Westcott Empire finally got their first lick of zones in the entire set, but it wasn't that much, as Undertow Dartfish is just going to get these points down as far as they can. Never get into the 70s, maybe even into the 60s. But that is a great pick by that T-Tac on that Flingza, and they are just have hop strikes on that zone. But 3 of them go down, and that's a wipeout for Undertow Dartfish.
a wipeout. We see that crab there taking a very aggressive position right there, being able to stop anyone from being able to move back in on that side of the zone. We can see some pressure being applied over to their stacks.
Yeah, we do see two go down on the side of Westcott Empire, and Undertow Dartfish is just keeping control of the zone as much as they can, and Westcott Empire is able to flip it a little bit, giving Undertow Dartfish some penalty points that they're going to have to work through.
Not a huge amount of penalty points if they manage to keep Wetcod Empire pushed back as far as they're going. It looks like they do have a triple instinct strike coming out. Hopefully they will find an opportunity to push back in and retake zone, but two of them go down right there.
Yeah, two of them are. It's definitely Wetcott Empire is constantly going two down this entire set. It's getting to the point where they're kind of just going in 1 by 1, 2 by 2, and just getting picked off. Their stackers definitely through this entire set. And Undertow Dartfish is just trying their best to just take control of the zone. They get more penalty points going all the way to 42, but they are all the way down to 27 in actual points.
They are. We can see a jump being camped right there, and that wall placement looks like it's in a really good spot to be able to stop any damage coming in, and also stop pushes coming in from that direction as well. We see the Hydra go down to the missiles right there, as the numbers keep ticking down. But the Tri-Strike comes in, neutralizing zone, and 3 go down on Undertow Dartfish. Will Wetcod Empire be able to make the cap?
And they will, as the Octobrush goes down on Undertow Dartfish. And Wetcott Empire just trying their best to just dwindle down these points on their side, getting all the way into the 70s, but it looks like Undertow Dartfish is able to recap and just dwindle down these points even more as they get a great trade and a wipeout.
That was a really good trade. That's what they needed in order to really secure this and take up the space that they've been taking up once again.
Yeah, we see that CF Charger trying to put that wall on top of that platform right there as the Hydra does go down again. Undertow Dartfish is done with their penalty points right here, and 2 of them go down. The Booyah Bomb is popped on the side of Wetcott Empire. Is Undertow Dartfish able to get the KO here?
They neutralize it. They can't make the KO.
This is so close. Are they going to be able to do it? Oh, Wetcott Empire.
42 penalty points
the zone. As 3 of them go down, that is a wipeout. A complete wipeout by Wetcott Empire, and they're just going to...
I did not see that coming.
That was an amazing save by this team. You do see the Tri-Strikes charge on the side of Wetcott Empire. Are they going to be able to pop it soon? They are hitting it right now. They're able to get a pick. And Wetcott Empire is just going to dwindle down these points. You got to remember, if Wetcott Empire is able to win this game, they win the entire set and they make playoffs. So it's definitely interesting to see if this game is going to go to a game 7 or is Wetcott Empire able to clutch here and then get all the way down into the 20s. And that is a pick by that CF Charger. And that is a
still holding on. They are still holding on to the zone.
They're still hanging on.
They're still hanging on. Yeah,
down into the teams. Are they going to be able to KO this?
3, 2, and they get lead and the KO.
And they win the set and they make playoffs.
Oh my god,
that was holy crap.
I'm just amazed.
Wetcott Empire is in the 90-point range as Undertow Dartfish takes it to 2 points, and they just completely steamroll and lock out the rest of the match to not only take the set but secure their place in playoffs.
And what an incredible set that was. I honestly didn't know if we were gonna see them win that with how well Undertow Dartfish was taking up space and controlling the map for so much of that game. But Wetcod Empire, they found an opportunity to push back up ahead and take that zone where they could, and they went for it, and it worked out for them in the end, as we saw them manage to get that KO that I didn't see coming myself.
Yeah, watching this first 2 minutes of this match, first 2-3 minutes, I definitely thought that this set was going to go to a game 7. Because Undertow Dartfish getting all the way to 2 as Wetcott Empire is at 80?
Yeah, but you see that wipeout there. And what came from that as well.
Yeah, and we see a Booyah Bomb charge here on the side of Wetcott, and they just they neutralize it at 2 points, and they're at 80 with 12 penalty. And they're able to control it and just give 42 penalty points to Undertow Dartfish, and they're able to get through 92 points total to just completely flip this match and secure their place in playoffs.
I'm sure I've not seen anything like that. Or if I have, I don't remember anyway. But that was an unbelievable play. Absolutely. From both teams, actually, being able to not only take up that space for so long of the game, especially on Mahi Mahi Resort, is pretty damn impressive. But being able to actually come back from that as well, being able to deal with the snowball effect.
The snowball effect that is Mahi Mahi zones. Incredible. It does not look like we are going to be playing the 7th match in this set. So that is it from us. Willie, where can the fine people of Twitch.tv find you?
The people of Twitch can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Lily Gravy Bread. That's Lili Gravy Bread, all one word. And what about you, Dreamer?
You can find me over on Twitter at Dreamer_SBL. And I've been keeping track of my commentations here, and it turns out I have commentated a set for every single division except for Division 4. DRF, if you're watching this, you know what to do. I'm just gonna let you know. You know what to do.
We gotta get Dreamer's Division 4 commentary.
I gotta get my run finished. I need it. Alright, so that is it from us. Stay tuned for the next Division 1 game coming soon.